Hello, Pulavas. Welcome back to Shile. On today's episode, we have Jerry Ganda Ganda versus HERBERT Mukisa on a wrestling night match. Chào các bạn. Hãy đón lúc rồi tận hưởng cảm giác này. Các bạn không thấy là nước mắt nước dậy. Đến ba ba bạn nước nước dậy. Nếu nước mắt nước dậy thì là bác đấy. Ép buộc trả. Nó phải là cũng là tất cả mình không biết. Nó bên thế nào là tới cái trận được. Give my shit. Nó phát hiện comment section. Microphone check. Pulavas Africa. Testing sound. Microphone check. Sound check. Herbert check. Jerry check. South Africa check. Uganda check. The date is the number 2 of 4 at the ongoing Billiards Cafe Double Life Classic competition that is happening here at Billiards Cafe, Kulima Tower, second floor. November is the second life, which will be played up to the quarterfinals. This match is in the round of last 16 between two of the most gifted attacking talents on the African continent. Jeremiah Naido of South Africa taking on the Ugandan wonder kid Herbert Mukisa, who is now playing the biggest match of his entire life as young as 13, taking on a player who is 15 years older than him and yet having a place in the quarterfinal as a prize for what would be an unlikely victory. 4 frames have been played, and the first having been won by Herbert, the next 3 having been won by Jerry, who now leads by 3 frames to 1 in a race to 9 for a place in the quarterfinals. Once again, Jerry 3, Herbert 1. This one is likely to get you on your tiptoes in terms of the entertainment you do provide, I am sure. Of course, Jerry starts off as the big favorite, but there is one player who calls himself the young scorpion. I like to say that Herbert has a little bit of Caesar in his upcoming turn. He has a little bit of Jerry because he does like to play with speed. He plays attack-minded game. He thinks fast and plays fast. That's a little bit of Jerry. Also has his very good skill. He's reaching the round of last 16 in a comp that has all of the finest players on the African continent. It's actual round of last 32 because it is double life. Anyway, Jerry lost his match in the first round of the first life yesterday to a player that is called Arias by 9 frames to 7 after Jerry losing the first 2 by way of walkover countdown after coming 10 minutes late into the match. Herbert won his first 2 opponents, then lost out to the third. That was Moses. Throwing the keyboard into the job. He's gotten not to port. Jerry wanting to slice a very sharp cut. That is why I call him Africa's porting machine. Even going into the yellow direct, going for the bank of the red, but doesn't port. Advantage Herbert. Many other matches happening across the divide, 8 of them in number. Herbert playing style of Jerry. Herbert of the question, Jerry will not be fouling. Herbert will be hoping that he gets to make one ball by rail drive, a red to the corner pocket bottom right. It is in. I do get a feeling he may want to play snooker again. It's not his game, but sometimes it becomes tempting, knowing the weight of your opponent. But yes, I said playing snooker is not Herbert's game. Cue ball is manipulated perfect. You need to put red to the corner pocket bottom, stop left diagonal with a little backspin on the cue ball. It's in, and white is perfect, and black to be put into the center pocket for the one that can win. Ready? Don't wait, you need to express yourself. It is now 4 frames to 2. Jerry leading in Lusaka. Here comes the green machine. The player, in my opinion, with the biggest gift of shooting a ball on target. I call him Africa's cutting machine. A success he has gotten his talent showcase. He has taken down some pretty good names. The former Ugandan international, Uthman Bukenya, has also taken down a member of the Zimbabwe national pole team called Stephen Paswani. We call him Mafana in one of the previous rounds by 9 frames to 7. If he gets to win this match, it will be one of the biggest talking points of the entire competition, at least so far. And live on Break and Finish live Facebook as well as Peter Chove live YouTube with the South African leading against the young Ugandan by 4 frames to 2. How good did Herbert play? Now having all his would-be defensive tactics coming into play. Of course, he needs every other aspect of his game. It's not the best side of his game. Jerry plays only one way. Also, it's the first time Herbert's taking on any South African player. Jerry has taken on so many Ugandan players, including touring the country twice. Jerry playing many matches against Joseph Kasuzi, Simon Demoro, Bwani Kamansur, are winning all of them. Lost in the biggest number of victories against the Ugandan Caesar. Now, the young Caesar, as Herbert calls himself by nickname, the young Scorpion, is tempting Jerry to a cut of the yellow close the red to the corner pocket, maybe bank to the corner pocket, bottom right off the red. That's what he's trying to play. There it goes, and it's in. And then the other yellow to the center pocket with a sharp cut. Cue ball bouncing off the right cushion and then moving back leg first. Oh no! Even Jerry being Jerry, for once he misses a ball. I don't even remember having seen that anywhere. And yet I have streamed maybe 20, maybe 30 matches involving Jerry, a few dozens in the last 3 or 4 years. Herbert playing to Palmas, playing to take advantage of an unseen foul by Jerry, having the little work of putting 2 reds, I would think, 1 to the center pocket, and then, corner pocket, actually both to respective corner pockets. He may want to put the last red on the table, maybe with the backspin. If you can get a keyboard to the same position where it is, as long as it's on target, we'll be putting black. It's going for top spin, keyboard bouncing off the cushion. It lacked a little bit of movement, but I will think that he is okay, because what he does best is spotting balls. Herbert, he does spot them against Africa's spotting machine in a well-finished frame. In the one. You may as well tell me where you're watching. The one that tells me most where they watch from is Lebanon Elias from Welcome in South Africa. Ben Ogutu, Evan Senior. You said boy is better than Eshka. I will not want to argue with you. Maturity comes into play. Thomas Kachari. You say that Zambia is super proud of Herbert. And Zay Charles Pavins, thank you for watching. Daniel Sato Nyanguru. Say you cannot hate Herbert, of course. Chibin, why would you hate them? He's still a child. Taonga Mahango, thank you for watching. Swesi Sang Fobo, watching from South Africa. From Malawi, Daniel Sato Nyanguru, thank you for watching. And yes, Prince Morad from Zambia, Nyambe Nchimbi, thank you for watching. Taonga Mahango. Vincent Chitumbo from Zambia. You say you love the audio, thank you very much. Ashley Yemson, and from Malawi as well. Ramaphosa Wanga Jerry from South Africa. Abangele Siege, Botswana. Skiza one time from Kawempe, Spice Teviansala at the home of Cameroon. Thank you for watching. And you say you are supporting Herbert from South Africa again. Thank you for watching. Simkanda, yes, from Mashingo in Zimbabwe, where I was about 3 days ago, Wellington. And from South Africa, the second Kane. From Malawi, Martin Piri. From Zimbabwe, Tasiwa Mufeka. From Washington. From the UK, thanks for watching Washington White. From Eldoret in Kenya, Josiah and Rato. Tabu Matlang always watching. And then Masharika Ignatius, thank you for watching from Uganda. Curtin Mukui, I am fine, uploading the job on the YouTube stream. John Priest, thank you for watching. Alfred Jr. asking if Ian is still in. The answer is yes. There are other matches happening on our tables after maybe one more frame of play. I'll be giving you an update from there. But I'm also updating you that Jerry is knockout with a very big risk of him losing this frame, which could be concession of an equalizer to the youngster. But will not be getting the split shot because Jerry finds the yellow, but still the youngster who is Herbert is in firm control. Again, a shot that was played with some kind of eventuality. Yes, in the event that he didn't put, he doesn't give the cue ball away. This is risky from Jerry. He almost sunk in the black. He has sunk in the cue ball instead. Advantage. But for a fish shot, he could be playing the cue ball into the two reds, almost touching each other, just on the area near the corner pocket top left. If they remain in. Oops. I think this is very good brain work from the young man. He has played instead Jerry's yellow, not minding where it rests as long as he gets the keyboard to play red into red. Connects to the corner pocket bottom left. Looks to be on the verge. Herbert. Playing again a red into a red, getting a round of applause from the fans who are so accustomed to watching Jerry. Now watching this kid whom they have been watching on the live streams for many months, most especially this year, where he has been one of the sensations on the African continent. Not only how good he plays, but also how young he is. Herbert is on the verge of playing black. Will clearly be putting his diagonal top left for his equalizing frame flicker. As for the scoreboard top left of the screen, as Jerry breaks relatively soft, the break is however dry. For him to get to close the table, which he does. He has won 2 frames in a row and has grown confident now. He's playing his game. It's attack versus attack. I have no shade of a doubt in the fact that the match between Jerry and Herbert will be the most exciting of all of them in the round of last 16. That's why, although there are 8 matches being played, I did make a choice to stream instead this match on both platforms, Facebook and YouTube respectively. Came so close to scratching Herbert. But yes, the cue ball remains on the table bed. I'm not so certain he has sight of the full red is playing. At one point it looked as though the cue ball had part of it into the jaw of the center pocket, which is not the case. He may want to play maybe red into red, porting to the center pocket. Look at how good he's clearing the table. I like to say, when these games are on, that come on Herbert, you time B, this would will want a little backspin on the cue ball where he puts red to the corner pocket top right to finish the frame. The rest is a formality. A round of applause to the Uganda youngster as he leads for the first time in the recommendation from Herbert himself, asking him to sponsorship to participate in the Ultimate World Championships that happened about 1 month ago in South Africa. And he immediately, but the visa wasn't gotten for South Africa because of passport delay. Passport only came in just about a fortnight ago. He also does like to have games. He's one person who reaches to every venue when there is a comp a day before, a day after. He does not want to sit where there is a pool table. He wants to be playing. And he's such an attraction to crowds everywhere he goes because of his style. He can really mean to be a joy to watch, especially putting with power and with speed, with finesse and calmness. He's also very skillful. He also doesn't fear taking risks, making his game become one of the most attractive to look, in my opinion. Now, leading against the more fancy Jerry Herbert and yet playing, in my opinion, well enough, surefire and clean, what could become one of the unlikely results of the competition, but also something that is likely. The attempt by Jerry to play combination doesn't come through. His shot ends up in a foul. Not just a foul, but a likelihood of Herbert extending his lead. He's a very, very fast thinker, Herbert having a very high playing intelligence quotient. Even balls that seem to be at a distance from the cue ball, the young man puts them with ease. His game has been growing into the tournament. He's a child attending school at Landmark Junior School, being among the top 32, relatively commendable. He's already into the top 32, and yet it contains the majority of the African East players. This is a sign of how good he is. How good could be vindicated if he can get to put the black for power. Will becoming more confident. Powerfully he puts the black. Powerfully he leads in the match. Powerfully he increases his lead. Taufik Mane from Cape Town goes to include Ryan Williams. South African goes to include, of course, Sabat goes to include Craig Nkala, the Zambian goes to include, sorry, is Zimbabwean also. Richard Michelle, the family man. Perhaps those are 6. I also want Jackson Asiku Yahya Mpindi from Uganda, as well as the Zambian, that is Jafet Mangoma. To me, those are 9 youngsters who are going to take African pool by storm, given they are very rich talent, and with due respect to all the other talents. How can you be this young and then play this well against one of the best players on the entire African continent? Who dared see this match going in this kind of vein? He misses a ball for Jerry. Master training. You wouldn't let Herbert win this frame for him to need to win 2. It doesn't work that way. And I fancy that Jerry will finish off this one. He's so experienced. He has been here so many times. He has been there and done that. He has won major African comps. He's the reigning champion of the Africa Super 16-man competition that was held at the Grand Michana Papa and Greater in Nairobi. He's the current champion of the Eswatini Pool Festival that happened 2 years ago in Eswatini. He has won events in black ball, in 8 ball, in hay ball, in 9 ball. He also plays ultimate pool. He cannot stand it to have these kids take him down, and if he has only 1 life left in the competition, his work to do is cut out Jerry, needing to win 5 before Herbert can win 3 out of the next 7 frames. Now look at that red, which is in between the 3. Jerry wanting to put red and open up the pocket where Herbert has his yellows. He gets to put, but not lucky with the position of the cue ball combination shot. Red following yellow. He plays instead a shot that displaces that corner pocket for Herbert to pass one of his yellows. It is what Herbert has in mind. Squeeze the yellow in between the red and the jaw to try and finish off the frame, also displacing the red. Beautiful. The position of the yellow even better. And then that's set to be played with backspin, moving the keyboard towards the right end of the table. The rest is a shabat. Mukisa Herbert, Uganda. 7 Jeremiah Naigas. Boys, that's my shoes. That's my shoes. Boy, that was lucky in the image. Was but with the product in the hand, they were there. Yes, it's not. It's not. Yeah, that's not what it's 7 for the. The 13-year-old Ugandan leading against the 28-year-old South African. By the way, last year I told you Jerry's age 27. Many of you contested, you say he's older. Believe you me, that is this time round. Jerry seems to be on the verge. Jerry. It doesn't come through. Movement of the cue ball is intercepted by Herbert Yellow. Jerry wanting to patch black off the cushion to the center pocket. Top. Beautiful cueing from the side. Okay. Now, when wanting to mount a comeback, what you will exactly not want when you are Jerry is to break dry when your opponent has already demonstrated his potting antics. When you have for Jerry this time round, Herbert gets to close the table, but gets to look at as well off the cushion up Herbert seeming the fouls. Yes, a foul it is. Yes, a chance for Jerry to win a second frame in a double elimination competition, double F competition happening at Kulima Tower in Lusaka in Zambia. The tournament has Jerry's international teammate Eden Joseph as defending champion. He did not get to participate in this one. Last year's losing finalist, another South African, Mzama Tlaringe, is not participating. He participated, but has since then lost one of his lives. He has 1 life in the competition. The player that came third, who was Mandimente of South Africa, is as well. Not who else is Zambian. Timothy Anida is in. The Zambian that plays is Dr. Vango. We call him Stephen Banda. Jerry again misses and misses. Suspiciously, maybe he's not having his best day in the office. There have been a few very good clearances that are so much renowned of him, but for some of the friends, there have been a little bit unexpected and unforced errors. Herbert responds to unforced error with the unforced error himself. Jerry to get another chance of finishing the frame. He knows how to play, to go for the frame by attack, putting a red and playing the black into space. There he is. Yeah, he gets to play the cue ball into the red. That is cross to black. The shot lacked a little bit of power. The skin wasn't in any shot without wanting to put now the red to the bottom side pocket. It looks in. The white is in as well. Even when he's advantage to the Ugandan, the young Ugandan, whom you will most likely be seeing for so many years. He's also poised to have a sponsored race with the Zimbabwean star, Craig in color. Herbert coming close to potting the cue ball, but not really potting it. Sometimes children can really mean to be lucky. He's not just a lucky player, he's a very good player. He has a little bit of scissor in him. He has too much jerry in him, given the playing speed combined with the accuracy and ability to pot all the time. He's probably in between scissor and jerry, but not yet to the maturity of either of the players. I'm just referring to the trying. A very sharp cut of the red. There it is. It's in. Well. That is the bulldozer at maximum. Being there to produce magic and getting to produce magic when all that will work for him. But his magic, the roll of the black ball to the corner pocket top right will give him another frame one. There goes Jerry. The score now career gets to put the cue ball on the break. Dispatch. Come on, Jerry. Gives advantage to the green. It is only the first time that Herbert is playing any match against any South African player. And starts with one of the best of it. Starts off his South African competitive career with one of the best of them South African players. For Jerry, it has been maybe at least 2 dozens of matches against Ugandans, maybe close to 30 matches against Ugandans, best players. Come on. Boy, clearance. He really showed. You get to think that it is all crystal clear, most especially right after Jerry's time in, Herbert scratching on the back, Jerry having a free shot, and then using it to clear all of them 7 yellows on the table. No shade without black is in pretty good space. It is the time for the win machine, mounting a tough comeback. He was 3 frames down, he's just 1 frame down, and he's on the verge of winning a 3rd frame in a row, which will be an equalizing frame. He has just let the keyboard played the black. And maybe not perfectly certain black is patable to the center pocket top. Yes. But again, this is Jerry. He could be forced to play the keyboard into the back, maybe play backspin if he's sure that black is possible, which is what he does. With the arrow this other way, and with the reverse dish after it's scratching the break one, but will finish quickest, even though it could even go to the wire, where it could be the match that has the biggest number of frames. But which, if it does, will be a match leading frame for the favorite, who got a very big scare just about 15 to 20 minutes ago when Herbert led with 4 frames, actually 3 frames with Jerry on 3, and Herbert going to 7. Frame number 15 seems to be going the way of the wind machine as well. He has some work. Here comes Jerry again. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the red that is cramped up in between 3 yellows. The would be bad of all of them for his having could want to play the cue ball into the bad red. Look at the movement of the cue ball, not exactly into the yellows. After all, it is possible to the side pocket top. Wanting to sink it in, maybe with a little bit of top spin on the cue ball, following the red, but not with all that a very big distance. Cue ball is okay for Jerry to put red to the side pocket bottom. Cue ball off the right cushion and right into space for the green machine to be winning the 4th frame all in a row. For the last 3 frames, Jerry has pretty much been playing all around by himself in between the timeout, winning the 2, right after winning the next 2 for him to put black and now lead again. It is 2 frames to go now. Come on, was the youngsters break up again. Come on, take a foul again. It is a scratch. If Jerry finishes off this frame for Herbert, it will go down as a learning experience. No doubt in the level of his talent, and yet his intention was initially to go for the reds. The green machine instead goes for the yellows. There's a yellow ball right behind the red near the cue ball, which you may want to play with by combination, but first wants to be putting a few more yellows, get them fewer, get himself closer to finishing the frame, which will not be as easy as the other 2 because of the position of one of the yellows on the table. The next yellow, which is left towards of them all, should be played with the backspin, or perhaps top spin keyboard off the top cushion, back into a position where he could put either of the two yellows for which Ganda Ganda, deciding to play a backspin. Like the ball with the same action, this time cable bouncing off the cushion and then moving backwards. And when target gets like that, he needs combination shooting Jerry for both yellow and red to be ported. Maybe squeeze the yellow in between the space and the jump. Goes for combination and gets it wrong, and when Herbert each has to play. For the last 5 frames, Herbert is getting what I would call a realistic chance to try and win the frame, which if he does, then we shall have the match head to a decider. Here comes the young Ugandan. Like I've always said, he has some kind of Jerry in him, has some kind of Caesar in him, has some kind of Gint in him. He's now become one of the incarnate sensations of African pool. A schoolboy at Landmark Junior School, a primary school in Kampala, now a few thousand kilometers far away in Lusaka, wanting to torment one of the finest players on the African continent. But first he has to win this frame, and then the next shot he will have to play, I think, not to port. Sometimes patience is hard to pain, but it pays. He goes instead for the port. There's only one way he knows how to play, and the raid is in. Vindicated with Herbert. Even Jerry gets to how to clap for the youngster, who puts with backspin, but has played himself out of position. He played too much energy. Maybe the cut was too much. And he will dig in favor. Whatever he's trying to contemplate, perhaps bank black off the cushion to the corner pocket to create. How good could it be? Oh, not really. And the end of the day, a little bit of kiddishness. At the end of the match, there was a chance for him to play snooker. It was always going to be unlikely for Jerry's not well, even though he would have found it off the cushion. The killing my lap will not count in myself. How much I don't hear his keyboard being written. Go to push out in the it was. There it was. There it was. Make my son. There was something. Make my son. His fans chant his name. Jerry, the wind machine. In the hardest of matches that he has played today against the youngest of them players, Jerry completes a comeback and takes down Herbert, who will be congratulating him. Jerry says, young man, you are so talented, your career is going to be very long. Now, the